welcome to another video. Today it is like 90 degrees outside again this entire week, and it has been so hot. And so me, being the logical thinking person I am, I decided to wear a long sleeve dress. I was gonna wear like these long socks that I got from dresslink.com. I'll like put a picture up here because they would have gone like super cute yet not super cute with this dress. But I was like, you can't even see my socks anyway, so I'm not gonna wear them. But thank you, Dresslink. This dress is actually also from Dresslink. I'll leave links all down below. The linkies, yeah. Anyway, I've been in like this mood to do a book haul lately, and I just want to talk about the books that I've got. Alright, let's get this show on the road. First up, I have It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I read this like in May, and it was one of the best books of the year, I promise. Colleen Hoover is a new adult author. She sometimes writes more mature characters and then more younger characters. This book was particularly more close to what adult fiction would be like, but I think her writing style still reads like it normally does, so that's why it's still classified as new adult. New adult is just kind of like this gray area between young adult and adult fiction. It's like the bridge that merges both genres. I thought this book was beautiful in so many ways and heart-wrenching in so many ways. I read this book in a day, and the day that I was reading it, all my classes did not matter. Only me, my phone, and I. Ebooks, man. This was so good! I cannot stress to you how master of a storyteller Colleen Hoover is. Man, if I could write like that, I'd be like a New York Times best-selling author. I mean, that's what she is, so I mean, it makes sense. Go pick up any Colleen Hoover book. It'll change your life, man. You have no idea how many times I just wanted to sit there, dramatically slide my back down the wall like they do in movies when they find out something bad, and curl up in fetal position. Next up, I have a sequel to a book that I just read, and it is Gemina by Amie Kaufman and not Megan Spooner, that's her other co-author, Kristoff. Amie Kaufman wrote a book with another author, and I just got that mixed up. Good job, Grace. This is the highly anticipated sequel to Illuminate, which I read recently, and I thought it was crazy, mind-boggling. The entire time, I was like, what am I reading? This is crazy shit. And it was very refreshing to read something in hacked files. I thought that was so cool. I heard that there were mobs at BEA to get this book. Man. And this comes out in October. Next up, I have The Edge of Everything by Jeff Gillies. I have a cool temporary tattoo that I can put on with this book. This book has serious hype going on right now. Peter Jackson, Oscar award-winning director of the Lord of the Rings films, loves this book. James Dashner loves this book. A bunch of well-known bloggers love this book. Why am I clawing? Anyways, I don't know. This is about a girl who has to like find some bounty hunters, I think? I don't know. I really don't like to read that deeply into synopsises because synopses is the correct word. I never want to know what the roadmap of a story is because that completely ruins the reading experience for me. There have been tons of times where I've read a synopsis that basically gave away the entire book or even information in other books in series. I don't want that to happen! I like to be surprised. I like to be in the moment. That's why I don't like to read deeply into a synopsis, but I kind of want to know what like exactly this is about. Girl chases bounty hunter. Awesome. Peter Jackson likes this. Obviously I have to like this, right? Next up, I have Nerve by Jeanne Ryan. I actually got advance tickets to go see a screening of this, but the problem is no one wanted to go with me, and I was very sad about this, and so I didn't go to the screening. Franco brother that I don't know the name of, he's this one, and he's hot. So I'll probably just see the movie for that, and I'll read the book because of the movie. The center plot line of Nerve, essentially, at least what I gathered from the movie trailer and the synopsis of the book, is that there's this game and you play truth or dare and you win money, and then the game just basically takes over your life. Like a lot of games today. Pokemon Go. I still have not downloaded Pokemon Go yet. I'm very proud of that accomplishment. Next, I have The Geek's Guide to Unrequited Love by Sarvenaz Tash. I'm sorry about completely butchering the last name and the first name. It just happened. I feel like I need to read Harry Potter first to fully grasp the story and like connect with it. We have a boy named Graham, I believe, and he falls in love with his neighbor after he asks her which Hogwarts house she's in. Now we see where I go wrong. I have no idea about anything in Harry Potter. I've seen like one Harry Potter movie and skimmed the first book when I was like a second grader or older. I'm not sure. So I can't really relate. Probably should read Harry Potter soon though. Next up, I have Die Young With Me, which is a memoir by Rob Rufus. It's about Rob Rufus's journey with cancer and how he became a punk rock star. And so I've never read anything like that before. It's supposed to be really perfect for fans of The Fault in Our Stars, like Tiffy-O's, man. This is coming out in September. Stay tuned. Next up, I have The Girl Who Fell by S.M. Parker. This book was gifted to me by the wonderful Jenny Bardsley. She's the author of Genesis Girl and is also the YA gal on Instagram and has like a lot of Instagram followers. More than me. I feel like I've said this before, but it's because I idolize her Instagram account. So she had an extra copy of this book and gave it to me. And this happened at the Tacoma Comic Con. I was on a panel there and it was really fun. I was like super late though because there was a lot of construction going on. Next up I have The Lost and the Found by Clarke. This comes out on September 6th. This story reminds me of a kidnapping that happened like 10 years ago, and it's about this girl who's kidnapped or abducted, and so now her little sister's life is basically revolved around her disappearance, which is like based on a true story basically, or inspired or similar to one at least. So I'm very interested to see what this is like. You hear about this stuff in the news all the time, and now you get to actually read this from like a real perspective, and oh my god, it's just crazy. Why does this shit have to happen in the world? Next up I have Girl Last Seen by Heather Anastasiu and Anne Greenwood Brown. This is about a girl who went viral and then she goes missing. Cadence Milligan played to a packed house of her fans Friday night. Saturday morning she was gone. That's a freaky voice right there. That's really freaky. So she's a singer and she's got lots of fans and then she disappears. Sounds like Christina Grimmie, but not Christina Grimmie. Oh my god, Christina Grimmie. Let's not talk about this anymore. Next up I have Take Back the Skies by, no, this is not Take Back the Skies. Take Back the Skies is the first book. This is The Almost King by Lucy Saxon. Like I just said, Take Back the Skies is the first book, and I have not read that book. I guess I'm not qualified to read this book, sadly. Next up I have Love Her Madly by M. Elizabeth Lee. I'm very attracted to this cover. It just makes me think of all those romantic comedy movies that happen in like a scene like this, but I'm not sure if this is going to be a comedy. So this book is actually about two friends who are unexpected to be friends with each other, and they fall for the same guy. I only read that far because I don't want to know too much about the book. But girls, do not let a boy get in the middle of your friendship. You guys are better than that. Next up, I have some books that were given to me in a subscription box, and that was the quarterly subscription box. I'll link down below my unboxing of that box. A pretty awesome box. The first book that was in the box I've already hauled on my channel before, and it is A World Without You by Beth Revis. I hauled it in like my last book haul, except this one's an annotated version this time, so just getting better and better. But the other two books that were in the box were The End or Something Like That by Andy Ellis and Belzhar, not Balthazar, by Meg Wolitzer. If you want to hear me talk more about these books, go check out my quarterly box unboxing. Woo, we just got some flyaway hairs over here. Comment below if you're excited about any of the books that I hauled today, or if you have read any of them. I'd love to know. Except a lot of them were advanced copies. I don't know if you've read any of them, but if you have, then that's really awesome. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you liked it even more, please subscribe to my channel. My name's Grace. I'll see you in another video. Bye! I upload videos every